Hello, and welcome back to another episode of In the End. There's always a Disney guy. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you go check out DisneyGuy.tk. You guys already know what to do. And, yeah, let's get into what we're going to be talking about, actually. So, I don't know if you guys know, but Marvel started a series, What If, premiered last year. And, it was pretty good. What If, obviously comes after Loki, and it doesn't need to be watched. The reason why this show even exists is technically because of Loki, actually. If you guys remember, in the Loki finale, the She-Loki killed He Who Remains, and when she did that, He Who Remains warned her that if she kills him, that the multiverse will branch out crazy. And that's what it did. It did exactly what he said it would do. It would branch out crazy. And since it branched out, meaning that there are alternate universes, that means that all these branches represent the different realities, the alternate universes, and the alternate dimensions. The sacred timeline is basically the timeline, a predetermined path that is already set for you by the timekeepers, theoretically, is what the sacred timeline is, or in whatever upholds. A nexus events is what happens when something isn't supposed to happen during in a specific event that's supposed to happen, and it's thrown off by something that shouldn't happen. That's a nexus event. So basically, when those alternate branches came out, that obviously let out some that gave Marvel the key, the golden key to explore basically everything in the universe now. Now that the multiverse has branched out, with all these different branches, all these alternate realities, it's giving us things that basically it entails on us that that there's a lot more that we're going to be seeing with Marvel, especially with Doctor Strange too. Now, from what I've heard, because I haven't seen episode 1 yet, I haven't watched What If yet, but what I've heard from What If episode 1 that premiered, Captain America, I believe, was injured, and if you remember in Captain America, the first Avenger, when they put him in that machine and bulked him up, and he became the official Captain America, that's not the case here. In this case, it's what if Peggy Carter was Captain America? And she was that person. She's Captain America. And this is telling us a lot about the multiverse. And this leads a lot about WandaVision too. Because if you guys remember, a lot of people were saying that, well, actually, if you remember in the clip after the finale ended of WandaVision, Wanda heard her kids call out to her. When she was, what's the word? I forgot what it's called. When she was astral projecting. She was reading into the Dark Hole book, and she heard her children call out to her. And I think the multiverse has cleared up a lot of things now. And has brought a lot of things out to light, and has opened a lot of possibilities to Marvel, obviously. And there probably is a way that Wanda's kids could actually survive. Not in this reality, but probably in an alternate one. And I think that's where her kids are calling her from an alternate universe or reality or dimension or whatever. And that actually does make a lot of sense. Because I believe her son technically, I would say technically her son has the same type of ability she does. But I don't think he has the ability to manipulate reality. He probably does. His powers just haven't evolved yet. But I doubt it. But his son was probably the one who reached out to her. Is what the one that had I forgot his name. I think it was Billy. I think it was Billy. I don't know. I have to watch WandaVision again because I forgot. I believe it was Billy, I think. But it would make a lot of sense. And obviously Doctor Strange 2 is going to be about the multiversal war. Obviously. But what I also think, and I think most likely Loki season 2 will premiere after Doctor Strange, which would be actually that would be pretty good. Most likely, Loki will premiere after Doctor Strange, so that would make a lot of sense. So in the first episode of What If, because it's trending like crazy on Google or whatever. Um, Obviously, in episode 1, Peggy becomes Captain America. But there's something even more that I want to talk about. Is the Watchers. Now, the Watcher, oh man, the Watcher. Um, the Watcher is, well, let me search it up because honestly, I don't know. The Watcher is, they are, okay, no, what is it? The Watchers are cosmic beings. Okay, so from what Wikipedia is saying, Wikipedia is saying that the Watchers are a race of fiction. Okay, skip all of that. They are commonly depicted as all-powerful beings who watch over the multiverse. The stories that take place in and are not allowed to interact with other characters, that though they have done so on several occasions. Okay. The Watchers. So they have the ability to basically, it's the same thing as the Timekeepers. They have the ability to, well, not the same thing because the Timekeepers created the multiverse, but not the multiverse. They created the sacred timeline, but their missions were the same. Their missions are to watch over all time and space in reality, basically. That's what the Watchers are. And if you've seen the trailer or if you've seen some images of the What If TV show, there's like these images of this person watching in the galaxy in space, like just this invisible person, this invisible like person just watching in space, just looking at you. And I'm like, what is this? It says Marvel's What If the Watcher Future Tease. I'm like, what is this? I'm still looking at it right now. But I have no idea what or who this is. But it definitely is definitely something that I'm definitely gotta watch because I gotta get a better understanding of it. But yeah, the Watcher is just the person who, watches over time and space. But it's crazy. But what I will also say is, what if basically opens, obviously, the possibility to so many things that we probably weren't going to see. I believe there was like a zombie something in the What If trailer as well. I could have sworn I saw a zombie Captain America. It was crazy. But it's basically the alternate, the things that we were supposed to see that we couldn't see because it wasn't on Marvel's on Marvel's to-do list or plot list for every movie and thing they had planned. But with Loki was just the thing we needed to top it off. Loki was the exact thing we needed. It was very clever, very precise, and it opened a lot of doors. I would say She Loki opened a lot of doors actually to what is about to happen, and it's obviously gonna be in Doctor Strange 2. Man, it's gonna be a long time before that movie comes out in May. Yeah, that movie comes out in May something. So, oh man, I know the movie theaters are probably going to be crowded, or depending on if they release it in Disney Plus or whatever. But I know that Doctor Strange 2 is going to be really good, especially with What If. What If is teasing a lot of things that What If could happen. It definitely could happen. I can't wait. I know y'all can't wait because I definitely can't wait. Okay. I love Marvel. Marvel is probably one of the best universes ever. But I know it's going to be really good. I can't wait to see it when it comes out. I know Scarlet and whoever, I know it's going to be a lot, though. That's all I know. I wonder why Loki's in there, though. Loki's probably going to be the one to run to Doctor Strange. Run to Doctor Strange. He's most likely the one. That's what I believe is going to happen. Because Loki is in there. Wait, let's see the cast of Doctor Strange. I believe Loki probably going to run to Doctor Strange and tell him. And tell him, about what happened with the multiverse, even though he's going to probably most likely already know. Okay, so, okay. Let me see the entire cast. Doctor Strange. Okay, truck driver. They said, the villain in Doctor Strange is Baron Mordo. I'm wondering, cause he did turn his back on Stephen Strange though. That is what happened. I'm not gonna lie. So we just gonna have to find out when the movie come out. That's all there is to that. We just gonna have to find out when the movie come out. Cause I'm definitely wondering what's finna go down. She's not even in the movie. She's dead. So why they making all these fan posters? Oh, there was one fan poster with her, with Wanda, Vision, and her children. Most likely, I definitely believe in phase 5. I believe that her children are definitely going to be in that phase. But we're going to see. Thank you for listening in to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow and subscribe this podcast on both Google and Spotify. I hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.